Welcome back to my channel, Strawberries! I'm fucking excited for this reading because this is like, I feel like this might help a lot of people. Yeah. So this reading is what makes you special. Like, this is kind of a purpose-based reading. What are you meant to show others? What are you meant to teach others? What are you here to do? And actually, how I'm gonna have you guys pick a pile. I have my Mystic Martians deck, and I just pulled 3 specific cards for each pile, and I'm gonna cover up the name, and you guys are just gonna see the actual card and see which one you resonate the most with. First, if you would like to book a personal reading with me, I offer one-on-one personal readings. These are FaceTime sessions, anywhere from 30-minute sessions to 45-minute sessions, and I offer many different options of what kind of reading you'd like. I also offer recorded readings, and this is where you can get a 10-minute video or a 30 to 45-minute personalized YouTube video just for you regarding whichever question you ask. Again, there's many questions you can ask whenever you'd like. If you would like to check that out, then that is linked down in my description box. I also have a membership if you'd like to become a Supreme Strawberry. My subscription is also linked down below. So if you guys would like to check those out and support me, it would mean so much to me. I love helping you guys one-on-one. One-on-one readings are personally my favorite to do. Other than that, let's get into the piles, okay? So pile 1 is going to be this card. Pile 2 is going to be this card. I'm already getting so many messages from this card. And pile 3, I'm so excited that this card came out. Maybe you'll get a message from it by just me saying that. Is this card. I know some of my fairies are gonna resonate with this one. My cat is purring from me tapping these cards. Aw, do you like ASMR, honey? Are you an ASMR queen? Guys, she is loving this. For those of you that don't like tapping, here is pile 1, 2, and 3. Okay, if you chose this card, then this is your reading. You chose the Merkaba. I already got so many messages just from this card before I even start pulling. You are spiritual as fuck. Like, whoever you are, even if you were born into a family that isn't spiritual, or you were born into like something that enforces religion, this card is symbolistic of Judaism. So you could be Jewish as well. Only take that if it resonates. But there's something here about you ultimately having a just immense spiritual knowledge through your body. So this card also represents interdimensional travel. So you could have lucid dreams. You could be somebody that is meant to experience a lot of lessons through your dreams, through your body, and ultimately just have a lot of spiritual experiences through what it is that you feel on a day-to-day basis. So you are somebody that feels deeply. I mean, like, some people probably misunderstand the depth of what you feel or how you feel because they just genuinely don't feel as deep as you. So this is definitely something, I'm going to obviously get deeper into this, that you're meant to like catapult. It feels like you're supposed to help other people get to the same level of depth or understanding that you have concerning what you feel in life or how life makes you feel. Okay, I'm actually going to continue this with the Mystic Martians. Water is the next card out. You're meant to be an emotional teacher in some way. This is coming through really loud here. So the Merkaba is also number 33. Water is obviously about your emotions and reflection. So there is a really loud energy here that you are somebody that has maybe even experienced really, really deep pain. I'm getting that really strongly here, especially with the red. This is pain that connects to safety and security. So you could have actually experienced very hard life circumstances. Or I'm also getting the message that if you are currently experiencing life circumstances, you are meant to transform these circumstances from an emotional space to elevate, to show others that they can do the same thing. So it's like from this example of understanding life from an energetic and multidimensional perception, right? So if you understand and you look at everything from, okay, this is how I feel, and how I feel and what I believe from what I feel is manifesting my reality. So how can I process my emotions and ask myself, what is my external reality reflecting in my internal reality right now? How can I process that? How can I learn from that? And then how can I take action to shift that? So that is something that you're actually meant to do, is you're meant to go deep within your emotional process and actually use emotions in a way that benefits your reality in a physical way to prove the benefit of emotional processing. So you could be, I really resonate with this as well. You could be somebody that is like, you see the benefit of processing emotions. You see the benefit of what it is to actually understand how you feel and look at life and manifestation from an emotional perspective when others may stay on the surface. So you recognize the depth, and this is something that you're actually meant to show others. So it's like your physical life is going to transform by your level of emotional processing to prove to others that it does something. Yeah, this is like, and then manifestation, that's what I'm saying. You're meant to manifest something really big in this world here, in this reality, in this lifetime. Whoa, that was like 3 really big words that I just said there. This is number 10 as well here. So this is about visions, manifesting, and reality. So there's a huge, with these mirroring each other, there's a really big vibe here that you are actually somebody that whatever you think about comes true. Whatever you manifest comes true. And this is because of the emotional consciousness that you vibrate on. Third eye is also a card not only about manifesting, but it's also about perception. Like, you have a perspective that other people don't see. So it's like, if somebody could feel something and they're like, oh, this sucks. Your perspective is like, oh, this is something that can benefit you and transform the way that you think. It's like you can use something, some emotion, whatever it is, you can use something you feel, some kind of, what is happening right now? It's like you can use some kind of emotion or how you feel, whether that's positive or negative, and transmute that into something that turns your reality positive. So it's actually like the way that you see emotions and the way that you've used emotions to benefit you is something that you're meant to share with others. So this could be you, like maybe you study psychology, maybe you want to be a therapist. Like there is something here about you doing emotional work, whether that's through spirituality, whether that's through just sharing your emotions, whether that's through, you know, counseling, whatever it is. But there is something here about you're meant to share your emotions. I'm cutting it to love. That's what I mean. Like, you have an unconditionally loving perspective. And then I'm literally cutting it then to on the top is adversity. I accept that challenges are the best way to learn. Like, there's something here about you recognizing the benefit of love, unconditional love. which unconditional love is processing your emotions, you know, loving yourself through the dark, through the light, through the bad, through the good. So there is something here about how much you unconditionally show up for yourself is meant to show others how you can transmute something dark into something light through intellectual. Like, you are smart. Whoever I'm talking to, you're really smart with emotions. You're emotionally intelligent. The Merkaba is being clarified now with happiness. If you notice here, happiness has dolphins on it. It's also green, which is the heart chakra energy. I'm literally wearing green. So there's blue and green here. Look at all this blue and green, which is heart and throat, which is your emotions, your soul, who you are as a soul, and then communication, self-expression. So this is literally like you are meant to communicate about emotions. There's something here about like how you perceive emotions, what you say about emotions. That is something that you're meant to communicate, is your perspective on emotions and your idea of what healthy emotional processing looks like. You're smart though, whoever you are, you're really smart. Bro, I love that. Okay, clarify this next one here. Yeah, you're somebody that like you consistently can transform through anything negative. Like, you are unstoppable, whoever I'm talking to. It's like you could go through the darkest time in your life, and because you know, this is what you're meant to show others. It's like, if you know how to be there for yourself in any kind of dark emotion, there's literally nothing that can stop you. Because what people are afraid of in physically demanding situations is emotional difficulty. That's what they're afraid of. They're afraid of the fear they're going to experience, or the hurt, or the pain. And you know how to deal with that in any circumstance. So you're literally unstoppable, because it's like, well, I know that if I get into a breakup, or if I go through this or I go through that, it's fine because I know how to process my emotions and transmute that. Like, nothing can stop me if I know how to use every negative situation and transmute that into something positive. So that is actually something you're meant to show others. Just like I said previous, as with the red energy, like you could have gone through something really, really traumatic concerning your root chakra. So this is like financial struggles, relationship struggles, getting emotionally invalidated, not maybe being homeless, maybe not having food, maybe having really big parental wounds. But this is actually something where you're like, well, yeah, but that doesn't affect me if I know how to heal it. So then water is clarifying with pride. This is literally showing me that what you're meant to show others is that emotions are nothing to be embarrassed about. Like, you should have pride over the fact that you're a human and that you can feel your feelings. That is something that you're meant to show others. So this is literally like emotion with pride is like, yeah, I sat and cried about it. Yeah, I did sit and I cried about it, and now I manifested more money. Yeah, I did sit and cried about it, and then I took action after that, and now my life is thriving. So it's just this energy of you showing others like, yes, I did something that other people view as weak or view as low vibrational, and my life is now amazing and thriving. So there's an energy here of you being like prideful, or meant to be prideful about how it is that you process your emotions. So if this is a fear that you have, like you're afraid of speaking up, you're afraid of getting invalidated, you're afraid of other people's perspectives on how it is that you process, or your perspective on emotions, you're actually meant to work through this and shift it and being like, okay, well, I'm not going to take advice from you because look at my life and look at yours. Like, you're going to judge me for sitting and processing my emotions when look at where that has taken me. You know, like, I'm proud of how I'm living my life because look at where it's taking me. So that's coming through really loud here. You're a deep, deep, deep healer. This is like deep shit. And then communications coming through, third house. Look at that, guys. Okay, it's not focusing, but communications. Bro, see, you're meant to communicate. You're meant to be somebody that is, maybe you're meant to be a writer. You could maybe feel like you're meant to write a book, therapy, counseling. Maybe you're meant to be a speaker. You could also, communication could also be an influencer as well. And then solar calm, clarifying happiness. You are actually helping people transmute how they take action on emotion. That's specifically the balance here. So Mars is clarifying water, and Mars is the planet of like how you deal with your conflict, essentially. So how you deal with difficult emotions. That is literally your Mars. So with that being clarified with water here, there's something here about you showing others a new way or a new path on how to deal with difficult emotion that actually puts them in action. So like the Mars, you'll notice here, there's like they're holding a knife. You know that knife where it's like, can you pull it out? Like, is the person going to be able to pull it out of the rock? That's the energy. It's like you're teaching everybody to be strong enough to like pull that sword out and use it for themselves. South Node I'm seeing as well. You could have worked through a lot of past life challenges, and this is something that you're actually meant to help other people that have similar struggles. And then 4th house coming through, which is Cancer. Mercury coming through, which is the mind and communication. That's what I mean. Whoever this pile is, you're meant to be loud and communicate. You're meant to be seen in some way. So if you have any kind of fears, this reading is definitely giving you a push to go out of your comfort zone. Whether this is like writing a book, or starting to post or starting to share your thoughts or share your feelings more often. Even if this is just in your community, like talking to people more often, being more open, because this is actually helping you step into your purpose here. This is, you're meant to shake things up. Like, some people are not going to agree with the way that you perceive your emotions or the way that you show up for yourself, but that's actually supposed to give you more courage to be more prideful in what it is that you do and how you do it, knowing where it's taking you or where it's already have taken you. Okay, whoa! Oh my God, that was pile number 1. Let me clear my spread and we'll get to pile number 2. If you chose this card, then this is your reading. We have the Galactic Federation here. I already pulled a spread. Holy fucking shit. I'm like not even kidding you how intense this energy is. You are like a walking spirit guide on Earth. That's literally the energy that I'm getting. So from this other deck that I felt called to pull here, it's called Lost Oracle. You, not only in this lifetime, but multiple past lives, you have been through it all. Like, I would not be surprised if you are somebody who is comfortable with true crime. Like, maybe you're interested in like watching really fucked up things. You're fine with blood, like you're fine with dark things. You also have a light side as well, but it's like you are like the high priestess. Like, you're fully comfortable in the subconscious, and you're also fully comfortable in like the light, loving energy. So with that being said, the energy that I'm getting of you being like a fucking walking spirit guide is that you've done this shit a million times. You have literally done this shit a million times. So if you right now have lived a extremely hard life, right? Like, there maybe has been emotional and physical challenges that have just weighed you down in this lifetime. It's because your soul was literally like, yeah, I've done this a million times. Easy. I can fucking do this. Like, you have so much wisdom. You have so much wisdom. Like, it, obviously as a human, it's like, oh my God, what the fuck did I sign up for? Like, this literally sucks. But your soul is like, easy, piece of cake. I've literally done this a million times. I've learned this lesson a fucking trillion billion times. So you're somebody that learns to fly before you know how to crawl. That's literally the vibe. Like, you are consistently either throwing yourself into situations that are extremely difficult, or you are being put in situations that are extremely difficult when you have no preparation and you just learn to adapt so easily. So something that you are meant to know, and your purpose, is that the amount of times that you have lived a difficult life or learned difficult lessons or have carried wisdom for others, you are meant to be successful in whatever you choose to do in this lifetime. And I would not be surprised if you're meant to do more than one thing. So the Galactic Federation here, this card, what this is giving me, what this whole spread is giving me, is that you are not meant to be, like, this isn't giving me one-on-one work. Like, this is giving me, I'm going to be a dancer, I'm going to be a singer, I'm going to be an artist, I'm going to be this and this and this and this and this. Whatever you're doing is independent for you. But because it's independent for you, it's reaching thousands or millions and hundreds, so many people. Like, there's so many people that are meant to see what it is that you do or what your craft is, whether that's one thing or whether that's 5 things. And people are going to benefit and be inspired from what you're doing for yourself. So this, like I said, this isn't giving me one-on-one work. This is giving me inspiration to many by doing something you love. So if you think of like Sabrina Carpenter or something, like she's not working one-on-one with people. She's writing music from her soul, from what she has experienced, and that is inspiring millions of people. Like that's the kind of energy that I'm getting here. So also with this though, you can transform into anything and anybody because you have literally lived a million fucking lifetimes. Like that's literally the vibe. Also, you are somebody that is meant to show people the amount of support that you can give to yourself. So this could be a painful lesson. Maybe you're still going through the painful part. It will get easier if you are, but clarifying the crone, which is, this is a lonely card. Like this is a very lonely card. This is about having to carry lifetimes of wisdom on your own because of how much you've been through, because of how much you know. And this card, it's kind of hard to match the amount of knowledge that this card has. Like it's maybe, you maybe have had a lonely journey, like you don't normally meet people that resonate with your mindset. This is being clarified with your imaginary friend. You are your best friend. You are the person that comforts you. You are the person that mothers you, that fathers you, that loves you, that supports you, that validates you. Like you are everything for yourself. And I can see that very clearly. And there may be some pain lingering on some loneliness that you feel, but this is something that you are meant to transmute through your career. All right. So whether this is writing, journaling, singing, vlogging, interior design, like modeling, whatever it is, like you are meant to channel this energy of feeling alone into opportunities of business. These opportunities of business are going to bring you towards like-minded people because you're coming from an empowered space. So although you have so much wisdom, something that you struggle with being the Galactic Federation is finding others that are like you. But that's because others that are like you are extremely successful. So this is literally giving me the vibe that you're not necessarily going to meet a ton of like soul loving, intense soul family until you are like high up in fame or in like whatever craft you're meant to be doing. That is where you're going to meet the people that are like you, because the people that are like you are highly advanced. So that's like, I hope you understand what I'm saying, where it's like the chances of you like meeting another like famous singer and becoming friends with them is pretty low unless you're also a famous singer. So it's like you're going to reach that person, you're going to reach the level of meeting people on that level when you are on that level. So you could be going through a huge transformation right now when it comes to going through depression or sadness or transformation and actually finding a way to transmute that into something that you're passionate about. So again, there's not one specific career path for this pile. There is absolutely not one. You could do 5 different career paths if you wanted to. Like this card is coming out. You are unlike anyone else. Your contradictions and complexities are interesting. You are so unique. Like, oh my God, this card kind of looks like me. Okay, you're literally so unique, like so fucking unique. And the amount of safety that you've learned to bring to yourself is something that you're meant to hold your standard to on what the safety brings to you concerning what it is that you pursue. Okay, like this is really, really heavy and loud. You're meant to pursue something that brings you the sense of safety that you have brought yourself. So if you are doing anything or pursuing anything that doesn't make you feel passionate, let it go and try something else. Try something else, because there's something like waiting for you that is going to give you an opportunity, but you have to choose this, okay? With you being like the crone, like you have to choose this. You have to choose this for yourself, knowing that it's going to take you somewhere. Whoo! Okay, I'm going to clarify with my astrology deck. This pile is insane. Like the energy I'm getting from this is like electric. Like I wouldn't be surprised. You're meant to be like famous in some way. Aquarius, fucking Aquarius. Aquarius literally being the card about community, collaboration, clarifying the Galactic Federation. See, you're meant to not be alone. You're meant to not do it alone, but you have had to do it alone because like I said, the people that you're going to do it with are up here. So you need to stay alone for a little bit longer and reach that point. And then that's when you're going to like find your community. Okay. Ooh, oh my gosh. See, but that's also the energy of authenticity. You know, Aquarius is extremely authentic and extremely unique. So find what is unique about you, what is weird about you, and lean into that, okay? Whether this is a different kind of art style that you have, a different music style, a different type of dance, a different type, like there's something different about you, about your mindset, about what you say, what you think, how you feel, that you are meant to transmute into something. 7th house coming through, which is relationships, brother raccoon. This tells me that right now, with Venus retrograde, you could be going through a really big tower moment concerning like maybe releasing old friends, releasing other people, like realizing what it is that you deserve, or maybe even certain patterns that have been keeping you stuck in your relationships. So you can like realign to this crone energy in a way that benefits you rather than it being in a way that's hyper independent. So maybe you're working through hyper independence here as well. Send it out, please. You're gonna get an opportunity once you start to go into this transformation. Mercury, you're unlike anyone else, is being clarified by Mercury. See, this is something about the way that you think and the way that you speak. So this is like a self-expression. The way that you express yourself is supposed to be special. So if you really like style or fashion, maybe get into modeling. If you really love singing, start singing, start writing music. Yeah, the crone is being clarified by the moon. That's what I mean here. So there's a perception about loneliness that's currently shifting for you. And this is what I'm saying. It's actually causing you to lean into being more supported within community. Okay, so right now, like I said, it actually feels like something you're being called to do is leaning on other people when it comes to creating something that you want to create. Okay, so leaning on the knowledge and the wisdom that you have for yourself, but also allowing yourself to be supported in certain ways. So this could be like going to, if you want to be an actor, like go to an acting class. And if you don't super resonate with the people, that's fine, but you're also getting something from that. Like you're getting community, you're getting people that are doing the same thing, but you know the knowledge that you have the knowledge that you have. Like there is a really big energy here that you're actually meant to collaborate with others, and this could be something that's really scary for you. It feels like there's a fear of being invalidated concerning the amount of knowledge that you know or the amount of wisdom you have. Like you could get underestimated a lot. And going into a craft that you're passionate about gives you the opportunity for others to maybe invalidate what it is that you believe about yourself. Like if you believe you're meant to be special, or you believe you're meant to be in the public eye, that's something that you're actually being asked to keep to yourself and keep that protected. You know, it's something that you know, it's something that you feel. It doesn't matter what other people think. So just go into the experience and have fun, knowing in your heart that you're meant to go further than that. But that isn't something that, it's something your guides want you to protect. Like keep it sacred. Because I do feel like this pile knows, you probably know that you're meant to be seen. Yeah, see, this is realigning balance. This is why you're being asked to go into connections, is because you've been hyper independent. The Libra is coming out with debilitated on your imaginary friend. This is literally telling me that you've been alone for too long. You've done it alone for too long. So, like I said, I don't feel like this, there are going to be short-lived connections that help you elevate to the space where you meet your soul family. But they're wanting you to maintain the amount of independence that you've given to yourself and lean on these other people as stepping stones, okay? That's the energy here. Like you don't have to perceive every connection to be long-term, because there is a fear of like getting abandoned or getting invalidated. But if you know that that connection that you're getting into doesn't need to be long-term, then you know that it's okay if you get invalidated. It's okay if they abandon you, because you were never initially expecting the connection to be long-term in the first place. So definitely release expectation of long-term connections and let this happen naturally when it comes to you pursuing your career. Okay, that's something that's really loud. This, with how much wisdom you have, I just feel like this is a pile that you're gonna experience like maybe some connections that are gonna test you. Like people that are maybe jealous, people that have like subconscious evil eye, just because like you have a famous soul. Like that's literally it with the Galactic Federation and the crown. Like you have a famous soul. Like your soul is like, yeah, like I'm meant to be famous. Like I've seen somebody astrologically read like Charlie D'Amelio's chart, and they're like, yeah, like this girl's destined to be famous. You know, like that's the kind of energy that I'm getting. Okay, yeah, so make sure you're protecting yourself, but you're not protecting yourself so much that you're avoiding any kind of connections. Okay, woo, that was pile number 2. Let me clear my thread. Like it says, let's get to pile number 3. Oh my God, that was so intense. If you chose this deck or this card, then this is your reading, and this is Pleiadian. What's up with my Pleiadian queens or kings? I am totally Pleiadian, so I was so happy to see that card come out. The message that I got with this is so good, guys, so good. So I first just have to say, Pleiadians resonate with Taurus energy, and they also resonate with the number 4. Also, 16 is the card. We have it mirroring another 16 card, and then we also have number 6. So maybe some of you are 16 years old. Maybe 16 years old was a significant time in your life when it comes to the lessons that I'm about to talk about, or the number 6 is just really significant for you. So take that how it resonates. 6 is also the house of Virgo. So maybe Virgo is significant, or a Gemini could be significant because 6th month is June. So take any of that if it resonates. But Pleiadian is about laughter, unconditional love, emotional intelligence, but it very much reminds me of like Libra and Taurus energy, which is Venus ruled. So Pleiadians are very much people that they just want a small community. They don't want ego fights. They don't want conflict. They just want peace and love and enlightenment. Like that is the kind of energy that they want. With that being said, you could have been somebody that came into this world with that mindset, right? You are just like, I just want to have fun. Like, I just want to have fun. But then you have other people around you that they don't want to have fun. They want to argue. They want to fight. They want to bring you down. They want to belittle you. So with this being said, you are somebody, you are so hard on yourself. You are so fucking hard on yourself. I can literally feel it. This enlightenment card, like look at you are the sun. You are literally the sun. Sorry about my cat right now in the litter box. You are literally the sun. And what you're meant to do in this lifetime is to actually transmute the amount of pain that you've felt from others and turn that into gratification towards yourself. So in this lifetime, you are meant to live. You're meant to live, and you're meant to get over the barrier of your own fucking mind and just fucking live. That is literally the energy that I get for you. So we have admiration coming out, and this is being clarified with run wild. Like these cards together is so loud to me. So right now, you, especially in past lives, maybe even in this current lifetime, have a mindset of like, I have to work hard. I need to push forward. I need to create a big business. I need to suffer for my success. Like there's just this like go-getter, like Capricorn energy, like let's go, let's go, let's go. And that's not what you're meant to do in this lifetime. You've done that before. You've probably helped many people in the past. Like this is something you've already done. What you're meant to do in this lifetime is just live and breathe and enjoy life. So if you're deciding between 2 career paths, like one of them is like content creation and dancing and fun, and one of them is like being a lawyer, like you're meant to choose this one in this lifetime. Like you're meant to choose what is like fun and free and flowing and bringing you enlightenment, transformation. So it's like you struggle though with this side of you that believes that you're not going to be successful if you choose joy or if you choose love because of the conditioning that you've had throughout your lifetime. So there's something that you're actually being asked to let go of. And I see in this card, this is let it go. She's laying in a bed of flowers and she looks dead. If I'm being honest, she looks dead. So it's almost like there's quite literally a version of you that was created from trauma, from pain, from bullying, from invalidation, that is currently dying for you to choose something that is actually enlightening for your soul. Because what you've been choosing in the past isn't enlightening, and it's coming from a space of conditioning. So the way that you're meant to work through this is by reflecting on what makes you happy and running wild towards that. Literally, like, what do I want to do? And how can I just fully go full throttle and just run Just run in the wind, run to that reality, because that is what you're meant to do in this lifetime. How this is actually meant to benefit others is, maybe you're a Libra rising, maybe you have strong Libra in your chart, or Taurus as well, like Venus, maybe your chart is Venus ruled, but you are literally meant to show people that life doesn't have to be that serious. Like, that's literally what you're meant to show others. But honestly, recognize that you can't show others that if you have a perspective that life is serious. You have the consciousness and the enlightenment and the soul and the brightness to lean on this perspective. You have that consciousness in you already. You just have to lean on it. Some people don't have it. You know, some people are like, okay, I actually have to develop. I have to be like, how can I be positive about this? How can I like shine my light? You already have this bright light inside of you, but you're constantly dimming it with your own thoughts. So it's like, release this, get rid of this, and shine, because your soul is already there. So you're meant to show other people how they can do that same thing, right? Like how they can recognize their own worth, how they can release negative thoughts, how they can embrace running wild and release control. Like, you're not meant to be a controlled soul in this lifetime. You're meant to be free, unconditionally loving, playful, have fun. Your soul literally, I feel like your soul signed up in this lifetime and they were like, we're gonna have fun we're gonna have fun, bitch. Like, we're gonna have fun in this fucking lifetime. So especially if you feel like, again, with careers coming through, like if you wanted to be an influencer or you want to be like a singer or dancer, like this is definitely a creative energy. So your soul is like, yeah, I'm gonna fucking move my body. Like, it's giving me such alien vibes. It's like, I'm gonna like move my body and inspire people. Like, yeah, that's literally the vibe it's giving me. I love this energy. Okay, let me keep going here. A lot of this comes from your inner child, though. I just have to say that, like, anything about self-doubt comes from your inner child, because I felt called to use my inner child deck here, clarifying this section. So let's see what else comes through. The Empress is coming through. Creative. And then with the Page of Wands on the bottom. Look at, even she has her fucking space buns. This is literally your energy. See how there's like this mature energy of like, I receive, I can relax, I feel safe, I know what I create is gonna be successful. And there's also this energy where it's like, let's fucking do it. Woo, let's go. So, this actually reminds me, I'm feeling called to share this with you guys. I had a dream the other day where I was like, I live in Bali, right? And then I was also in New York as well. Like, I had some type of like job opportunity for a school or something. And in the dream, I was like, I can't believe I live in Bali and I got accepted into this school in New York. And when I was processing that dream, it was like giving me this realization that I can have fun and be playful and have this like island life in Bali. And I can also have this other version of me and the other side of me that's like successful and driven and focused. So there's something here about you implementing both sides, like the playfulness that your inner child has with maturity and groundedness. So, but it's like one or the other is not good for you. You're not meant to like just be mature and successful, and you're not meant to just be playful and sporadic. You're meant to have a balance of both. So that's something that you're currently navigating in your life. 7 of Pentacles is coming through. So it's like, this is something you're navigating. Like, this is new for you. If you're watching this, bro, I literally knew shit like this was gonna come out. 10 of Pentacles is coming through. What this is giving me with the admiration card is, not only is this saying like, the more you admire what your life is, or you're like, oh my God, like dancing, that's so cool. Like singing is so cool. Like, oh my God, I love this. Woo! Like, the more you're in that energy, the more abundance you attract. The more you're noticing like the beauty in life, the more you're attracting that beauty to come into your reality, especially being Venus ruled, if that's something that is in your chart. And I'm cutting into the Ace of Pentacles as I say that. Like, you're somebody, you're meant to have a lot of money. Especially if you have like Cancer, Capricorn, those are big money signs. Maybe you have a lot of cardinal energy in your chart, which is Aries, Capricorn, Cancer, and Libra. So you're definitely 9 of Pentacles. You're meant to have a lot of money in this lifetime. So see, but the run wild energy to me, clarifying with the Knight of Pentacles, especially with the peacock, like peacocks are beautiful. You know, you see a peacock and you're like, whoa, that's so beautiful. You are somebody that's meant to be beautiful and live life. And beautiful doesn't have to be surface level, okay? I'm not just talking about what you look like. I'm talking about how you feel about yourself and the amount of admiration and joy that you're expressing on a day-to-day basis. That is beautiful. A flower, every single flower is beautiful because they're different in their own way. And a flower doesn't ask to be seen. So there's something here about you independently saying, this feels good and I'm gonna go towards this. There's no judgment on, oh, that maybe isn't a good idea. That actually, I don't think you should do that. Like, oh, I don't think that's gonna be successful. That's what the Nine of Pentacles to me is giving, is you're meant to be independently going into this world, like a new soul, like a free soul, where like you just came onto earth and you don't know the rules and you have no ego conditioning. That is how you're meant to be living in this lifetime, where you're like, oh my God, I can like post videos online and have people see, like, that's fucking cool as shit. Like, you're not thinking about doubts. You're not thinking about fears. Like, you're just straight up like, that's fucking cool. That's the energy that your guides were wanting you to embody and release this inner conflict that you have. I just saw a white bird. I don't know what it was, but I have not seen a lot of white birds out here. That was really loud. And then the Nine of Cups, and look at this fucking card. This is so beautiful. Oh my God, the world remains on the bottom here. Okay, and this is on the card with let it go. So this is confirming that right now, what you're meant to be doing right now is literally letting go of fears and doubts that you have. So I would just say, recognize, what do I want? What fears and doubts do I have about that? And how can I choose to contradict that, whether that's affirmations, whether that's validating yourself, whether that's processing emotions around those fears, and how can I take action to disprove them? So if I'm afraid that doing this or doing this or doing this is going to cause this, then let me do it anyway and prove to myself that that's not true. Prove to myself that I am the sun. Prove to myself that I am going to attract positive experiences. Prove to myself that I am meant to just shine and have fun. And prove to myself that it's going to be okay if I choose to do that. That is what this pile is giving me, but it just feels like you're at an infancy stage when it comes to this lesson. So be gentle with yourself, but don't let your fears control your actions, okay? Just recognize that this is something you're meant to work through and fight through in this lifetime, because you're meant to just be having fun. Like, you're meant to be a creative, expressive soul that has fun. And you may have some doubts and fears from your childhood that are stopping you from doing that. So recognize that that was just your childhood and you're in a different space now, babe, okay? Woo! That was pile number 3. Oh my shit, guys. Oh my God. That was literally like so fun. That was literally so fun to do. Please don't forget to subscribe, turn on my post notifications, and comment down below, like the video. Please let me know how this resonated for you. I'm sending all of you aliens my love, okay? Because I know all of you guys are just unique little aliens on their own journey. And for some of you, maybe all of these piles resonate, okay? And that could totally be the case. Other than that, okay, I love you guys so much, and I'll see you in my next video.